was quite a long time ago that I did one of these last time. I think it was last year when I was out and about, and yeah, I just went for a walk and decided to have a little live stream from somewhere in Germany in the wilderness. Well, not quite, but still. Hope you can hear me properly. Gonna show you the scenery. That's one way. Behind those bushes is a river, der Fluss. That's the rest of the way. And it's a sunny day. Rhyme, rhyme. So, in case you are seeing this afterwards as a recording, no, you haven't missed an announcement because there was none. I just decided to do a spontaneous stream. Oh, that was close. Hi. Hello. Does that work? No, I don't think so. Guys. Gonna be live for a few minutes, I think, and just see if anyone wants to join. I guess because of the time difference, it might be a bit tricky for you guys, but still, we'll see. This might actually be the first stream with this smartphone. Now that I think about it. So, what a lovely day. How are you doing, everyone? Trying not to film other people, of course, because I don't know if they want to be filmed. Most probably they don't want to be filmed, so have to be careful about that. And I am, of course. So, and they might be asking themselves, okay, why is there someone sitting on a bench like this? Wait. Die Holzbank, the wooden bank, and speaking English in Germany. Why? What is going on there? That's just me. Hi. Just doing that. So... Wow, it's been quite a while since I've actually done this. Tiffany, hi! How are you doing? Thanks for tuning in. Yeah. I'm a bit in, in a situation where I don't really have too much time making too many videos this month because of my, of me moving into a new flat and having to do things, and that is why I also thought, I'm just gonna have this little live stream going on. Hi Travis, hi, and Jenny, hi. Thanks for tuning in. I'm doing very well, actually. Can't complain. In Germany, it's beautiful weather. It's not too hot, but it's warm, and it's a little bit windy. So that's the perfect mixture. Once again, showing you the scenery. Just beautiful. Gonna stand up for a moment because then you can see the river behind the bushes. Beautiful. So, yeah. And NXXX men, hi. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. I really need to get a selfie stick or something. Definitely. I don't have one, so I'm just holding it in my hands like the smartphone, so not the most convenient position, I guess, but should work for the moment. Lazy Sunday in Germany, actually. I don't know if you know that, but Sundays are off days in Germany, first and foremost. Usually all stores are closed, with the exception of a few ones. For instance, gas stations are open on Sundays. But in general, generally speaking, stores in Germany are closed on Sundays. And the Sunday is the last day of the week, I think, as opposed to what it's like in the US, I think. because I think in the US is Saturday the last day of the week. Could be wrong about this though, but I think that's the way it is, right? It's sunny in Britain as well. Razzle, hi! What a beautiful place. Yeah, I love my region. I love it. I live in the Sauerland region, the Sour Land, translate literally. And it's a region in West Germany, in North Rhine-Westphalia, in that state. Germany consists of 16 states, and North Rhine-Westphalia is one of them, and it's also the biggest one in terms of population. So, yeah, I love it. I just love it. Wow, no, I don't want to zoom in, I want to zoom out. Don't know if I can do that actually. Because it's quite close. Maybe a little bit too close for comfort, but can't really change that one. As I've said before, I definitely need a selfie stick or something in order to, you know, hold it like that, because I couldn't do that all the time, because I would have to actually extend my hand all the way to do that, to have that perspective. So, not gonna work. Bist du katholisch, evangelisch oder nichts? Are you Catholic, evangelic, or nothing in terms of, you know, religion? On paper, I'm Catholic, Roman Catholic, which is probably the biggest demographic in Germany, followed by evangelisch. Is it evangelist in English? I don't know. Protestant, that is it, I think, is the equivalent to evangelisch in English. So on paper I am, but I don't believe, like, I'm not a religious person. Nothing against religious people, of course. All power to them. I don't have anything against them. I'm just not religious. You know. It's like here that in Canada, I think you want to say, where Sunday is the start of the week. Okay. It's so strange for Germans actually, because in Germany that's Mondays, you know, a Monday is the first day of the week, the first working day of the week, and working days are usually Mondays to Fridays, and in some instances it's Mondays to Saturdays, but anyway, Sundays are off, you know, for over 90% of all stores and, you know, occupations. So, Brian, hi! Long time no see, how are you doing, buddy? Showing us around town? Yeah, kind of. I'm actually chilling on a bench right now. And this was a pretty spontaneous stream, so I didn't actually plan on having this, but I could show you around a little bit. I could actually start walking again in a second or two. So, how are you doing, my friend? Nice to see you. Brian is a really cool guy, guys. Check out his channel, Brian Velez, in the chat. We actually wanted to collaborate on a video at some point, but it hasn't worked out yet. But, you know, we'll see. Why not? Always open for collaborations. You know, once I'm in my new flat and I have actually set up my new studio and everything is set up, I'm gonna go more in depth when it comes to that kind of stuff, I feel. So I really need a selfie stick. Just realizing that. So yeah. Tasha Starling, hi. Do restaurants and theaters close on Sunday in Germany? Where I am in Canada, it's a rest day too, but also smaller population. Things are open mostly 12 to 5 and some restaurants till 9 to 10. Restaurants might be open on Sundays, yeah. Many of them actually, in fact most of them I'd say. But you know, grocery shopping, you know, supermarkets for instance are closed on Sundays in Germany. That's the standard. So, and there's also, you know, there might be some 24/7 markets in Germany, but it's still quite uncommon in comparison to other parts of the world, I feel. So there is some of that mentality in Germany, but not to like a large extent, I wouldn't say yet, but it might change. We have to, Brian. Agreed. Yeah. Mohammed, hi. And Kurunir 888, hi. Do you have any tips for hangover remedies? The best way to prevent a hangover from happening is to drink like a glass or two of water at a party. That is the way I do it. You know, I also like to, you know, have some cocktails, for instance, here and there. And nothing wrong with that if you actually, you know, use it carefully and drink carefully and take care of yourselves and others. But the way, you know, I prevent hangovers from happening in the first place is drinking 1 or 2 glasses of water. It's a pretty boring solution, arguably, but it works. It definitely works. Has worked for me ever since. This, by the way, once again, is the scenery for everyone who just tuned in. I'm sitting on a wooden bench near the river Ruhr, R-U-H-R, Ruhr, die Ruhr. It's a pretty well-known and pretty important river in Germany, actually, because it also runs through parts of the Ruhrgebiet, das Ruhrgebiet, which is a huge metropolitan and industrial region in Germany, and in fact, I guess even the most important economically driven region we have in Germany. And this is close to where I live, basically. So I live in the Sauerland, as I've said before, which is pretty much neighbors to the Ruhrgebiet, pretty close. So, and Benjamin, hi! And agreed, yeah. Good summer for all you guys as well. You know what? I'm just gonna move. Can I actually turn my phone around like that? Does it work? I hope so. I can't. Wow. Why not? I don't know. Won't let me actually flip it. Maybe I deactivated that before. I don't know. And many people riding their bicycles in Germany today. Das Fahrrad. Singular. Die Fahrräder. Plural. The bicycle. Jay Cree, good morning, good afternoon from Germany. I think it's like, what is it? 3:30 p.m. I guess. Hi Sarah. Thanks for tuning in. And TL, hi to Baltimore from Germany. So once again, that is the river Ruhr, and lots of, you know, forest region over here where I live. Pretty much many towns here in the Sauerland region are pretty much, well, yeah, I guess you could say surrounded by forests and wooden regions. Mr. Spock, hi! Thanks for tuning in. Guten Morgen, Vlog Dave. Alles fit im Schritt, bitte auf Deutsch. Okay, how are you doing in German? He wants to hear. Which is, you know, a common thing, and I appreciate that. So, mir geht es sehr gut tatsächlich. Gonna switch over to me once again. Hi. I'm doing, in German, sorry. Mir geht's sehr gut. Ich ziehe bald in 2 Wochen. Und ich freue mich sehr auf meine neue Wohnung. Das wird, glaube ich, ziemlich cool. Und ja, kann es kaum erwarten. Wenn ich in der Wohnung wohne, mache ich auch mal eine Roomtour. Dann zeige ich euch mal so ein bisschen, wie es da so ist. Das wird ziemlich schön. Gonna try something real quick. Why can't I turn the... No. Won't let me turn my smartphone live on stream, which is a pity. Maybe I deactivated that? I'm not sure. Anyway, a little breeze, you know, der Wind, Singular, die Winde, Plural, coming at me, you know, love it. Especially when it's a warm day, you know, a little breeze is always nice. There's a little, like, islandish type of plateau in the water, in the river. Now it's almost 7 in the evening in Iran. Well, I have some hours to go until evening's gonna start, so... What a pretty trail. Yes, it is. It is. It really is. It's very popular here. And those are police sirens. You might have heard them. Because this is pretty much actually next to the Autobahn, the part of the Autobahn, German highway system. But it's not as loud as it may sound, you know. It's okay. But still, you know, this is just like a beautiful location in general. I love going out for a walk here from time to time. It's very relaxing. Usually I listen to music when I'm not streaming or listening to podcasts, for instance. Wann wirst du zu der neuen Wohnung einziehen? Lydia Reyes, hi. Thanks for tuning in and thanks for asking. I'm about to move into the new flat in late June. And yeah, pretty much in 2 weeks, 2-ish weeks from now. Still have to pack things, you know, packing books to boxes. You know, might know that song. That is pretty much what I'm doing at the moment. Not just books, but, you know, packing things and yeah, a lot of stuff to do still. So that is one of the reasons why I really don't have too much time to work on as many videos this month. So, but once I've all, you know, I'm all set up in the new flat with the new studio / office room, I'm gonna get back to working on more videos regularly again, and I can't wait because it's really a beautiful flat. Large balcony, second small balcony, very modern. And what's actually cool is that, you know, I basically bought all the furniture and everything, almost all of it, from the previous tenant, because she is actually emigrating to the US. Yeah, her husband is from the US, I think near like the Mississippi area, and she's also lived in the US before, like 20 years ago or something, or for 20 years. So and she's going back there with her son, and she's very, very, very lovely person. Greetings to Kerstin. And yeah, just met her again yesterday, where we actually just, you know, I showed my brother. I actually went there with my brother, and I actually showed them around, you know, what that flat is like, and it was much fun. So yeah. Wie heißt der Fluss nochmal? Die Ruhr. R-U-H-R. Die Ruhr. Are you going to any summer festivals? I actually had tickets for Rock am Ring. But I mean, me and Vuko, me and Get Germanized, we both had tickets for Rock am Ring, but then we decided that we won't go this year, and we won't attend because, you know, he doesn't have a car at the moment. I don't really have a car that really would fit that distance, you know, and work all the way through, most definitely. So we actually said no, not this year, maybe next year again. But I saw Die Ärzte live last Saturday, like the week before, which was awesome. Gotta wait a moment. Walking past some other people, you know. Sorry for the little break in between, but don't want to disturb people, of course, because this is, yeah, as I said before, it's a very well populated area when it's a nice day like today, much sun and everything. There's a sitting area, for instance, like a relaxing, chill area. So, where are you originally from? From Germany. I'm German. I'm from where I am, basically, the Sauerland region. My whole family is German, like my current family. I do know of some French ancestry from my father's side, but that was like 3-ish, 4-ish generations ago, so I don't know too much about that, but that's pretty much all I know. I actually thought about, you know, having like a DNA test made at some point, because I'm curious, you know, but I was a bit reluctant when it comes to that yet so far, because I don't want to give them my data necessarily. I don't know, it's yeah, on the one side I would like to do it, but on the other side I'm a bit, I don't know, hesitant, if you know what I mean. Tasha, that's very, very accurate. I appreciate that I have such a positive, good vibes centered community on here, in live streams, under, you know, in the comment section, everything. So thanks to you guys, yeah. I really, really appreciate that, because that's nothing that you can take for granted necessarily, you know. There are so many communities out there with, like, only bitching about everything on the interwebs, as we all know, on social media. So I'm really, really glad that my community, my community, is different, and that everyone, you know, has a great time and is friendly toward each other, and that's the way it's supposed to be, I feel, you know. Oh, by the way, just gonna show you this little detail in a second. This is pretty much, I think it's also made for insects or like bees, wooden forms, and that's one of the details along this trail. Another one we just walked past is pretty much like a beehive, a natural beehive setup. That's the river once again. I hope the connection is okay-ish, because I'm out here and, you know, bandwidth wise in Germany it can be quite tricky still. It's getting better slowly but surely, but yeah. Neat little installations, whatever you want to call them, you know. So, yeah. Do you have similar trails near you where you can actually go out for a walk in the nature, basically, because in fact where I live in the Sauerland region, it's a pretty nature heavy, like a green region, which I really like, you know. Good question, Kurunir. If you had to move to another country permanently, which would you choose? Never thought of that, actually. I mean, I guess there are pros and cons related to various countries, you know, in terms of it also has to fit your personal style of living, you know, and that's a tough one, actually. I can't really answer the question yet, I would say, is my answer. And the way I say, or the reason I say that is, I didn't get the chance to travel overly much in my life yet. You know, I've never been outside of Europe. I've only seen a handful of countries. I've been to France. I've been to the Czech Republic for one afternoon, but that was about it. We drove through parts of Switzerland and Italy when we went to France, southern France. That was beautiful region, the Côte d'Azur. So I can't really answer the question because I would have to have more insight into what other countries really are like, practically speaking, and I didn't have that yet. So I would love to go to the US at some point on vacation, you know, maybe have like a meet and greet with you guys, or to Japan or to other parts of the world when the time is ready and everything works, you know, works out fine. And yeah, by the way, that greenish wall you see here and there, that is pretty much the border to the Autobahn region. And I'm gonna sit down on that little bench there for a moment because, you know, it's easier to actually talk while sitting sometimes. So now that I can focus more on your questions and on you guys and less so on people walking by and riding by. So, and the lighting is better. See? So, aren't you interested in Turkey? I mean, I'm interested in pretty much all cultures there are, you know, not just Turkey, Asian cultures, pretty much other parts of the world in general. So yeah, you know, in general, I'm a very curious person. I'm interested in so many different things, including pretty much all cultures there are, and especially the ones that are quite different from the way we live in Germany, or in the the Western world, if you will. Sounds strange to say it like that, but I guess you know what I mean. So if you do come to North America, don't forget about Canada like most people do. I won't. Definitely. I mean, I have a Canadian friend, Jesslyn. Greetings, Jess. Hi. She's a mutual friend of me and Get Germanized, and she is a lovely person. And but she's also currently living in Germany, so I can't visit her in Canada necessarily. She would have to go there as well for me to visit her in Canada, you know. But yeah, I guess Holland might be convenient, close and similar perhaps. Yeah, that's the thing though, you know. I mean, North Rhine-Westphalia as a state, North Rhine-Westphalen, where I live, is very close to the Netherlands, Holland. You know, we're neighboring states anyway. But I've been to the Netherlands once actually for like a job, like a former employer that I worked for, and we had something to do in Holland. I actually interviewed a business partner of ours there, and you know, had an interview with him about new goods that they were producing and all that stuff, it was really interesting. But apart from that, I haven't really been to the Netherlands yet, even though it's so close. I know it's ridiculous, but you know, didn't really have the right moments so far. You know, um, the further it goes, or the more you want to do, of course, it becomes a financial matter. And yeah, just didn't really have the means so far to travel all that much. But I want to do that in the future at some point. Like right now, I'm pretty much saving some money for the flat that I'm about to move into, and yeah, and all that. So I feel like Germany is a lot like Canada. Maybe, I don't know. Would you say, by the way, hi, I can't pronounce your name because I can't read kanji, I think it is. But hi, thanks for tuning in. Would you say Austria is very similar for German people, or is it quite different to your knowledge? I've never been to Austria yet, but from what I can tell, it's both similar and different in some degree. I know it's a vague answer, but I think the mentality can be quite different at times. You know, I feel like, I don't know, it's hard to say, because I don't want to say wrong things, you know, about a country or like a culture that I'm not too familiar with, personally speaking. But I guess there are differences. The basic, you know, the linguistic setting is pretty much similar, even though there are different dialects, of course, and different words, German words that are only used in Austrian German and vice versa, for instance. So there's a difference here and there. So yeah, visiting Poland and Germany, Berlin in August. Any tips or secrets? Berlin. Well, there are so many things to check out in Berlin. The Brandenburg Gate, of course, is a must, you know, which is pretty much Germany's national symbol. The Brandenburg Gate, das Brandenburger Tor, which is pretty much in central Berlin. And close to that is der Reichstag, the German parliament building, which I have never been inside of yet. I really want to go there, but we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. Give me a moment, guys. Gonna be right back. Whoops. Just wanted people to pass by, you know, because they were talking and I didn't want to disturb them. Nice legs, thank you very much. Trained hard for them. No, not at all. So yeah, it's pretty overgrown here where I'm sitting right now, but back there you can still see the river. So Berlin, yeah. Yeah, I mean, as I've said before, the Brandenburg Gate, the Reichstag building, the German parliament, because you can actually, you can actually go inside there, I think, under certain circumstances. I don't know which ones to be exact, but you can actually witness parliamentary debates there, you know, from seats and everything, so can be quite interesting. And yeah, there are many more things to check out in Berlin and around Berlin, but I'm not from Berlin, so I can't really say or speak about too many things. There are many sightseeing spots there, definitely. Also culturally and historically, you know, where the Berlin Wall actually stood. You might get some tours there where people actually explain what it was like when Germany was so separated into West and East Germany up until 1990, 32 years ago almost. So yeah, that's definitely interesting. I think German people take their time more and emphasize more with intelligence and use studies, research with that. People can be kind and genuine here, but distracted of rushing for the wrong thing. Do you think in compared to Austria? I don't know. I mean, many people actually refer to Germany or have referred to Germany as the country of poets and thinkers. Culturally speaking, over the course of many centuries, basically, and it has been true, and it still is. I mean, there are many intelligent and great people in Germany, scientists especially, doing great things and exploring new territories and doing great research and important research. But there are also many people in Germany that believe in overly simple solutions to complex questions or problems, and that can be a problem. But then again, that's not like exclusive for Germany. That also happens in many other parts of the world these days. So yeah, it's not the majority though. So hi Bob, thanks for tuning in. I meant compared to Canada. I see. Yeah, I know. I don't know. It might be, yeah. I mean, Germany is a well-developed, quite rich country. I think we are the top 3, like the third biggest economy worldwide. And for many years we've been the export world champion. I don't think we are anymore, but we have been for many years. And hi. And yeah. What's your number one advice to someone who's beginning to learn German? Don't try to learn everything all at once, because I get that there might be a longing for understanding everything right away, but that's not possible, especially not with a language like German, which can be quite complex at times, especially in terms of genders, der, die, das, masculine, feminine, and neuter. That can be quite tricky, especially when that's not the case in your native language. So I would suggest or recommend that small steps at a time, simple steps at a time, and then get increasingly more immersed with the language. I mean, it's not a bad thing to get immersed or trying to get immersed with the language right away. What I mean by that is, once you've gotten to a certain point of comprehending the language, I guess it's a good thing to rewatch, for instance, your favorite TV show, but in German this time, and maybe at first with subtitles, and maybe then without subtitles, basically using that as a listening practice of sorts. But of course, that's like more intermediate, advanced learners. But at the beginning, I would actually, if possible, try to start learning German in a context that you are familiar with. For instance, music, books, movies, shows, series, if that's possible. Because then when you actually learn a language with material or within contexts you like, and you have a relationship to, the easier it will be to remember and to memorize things, because you like what you do and you like what you're learning with, right? So that is one of the things I would actually say. Vlad, hi, thanks for tuning in. No rain at all, no. In fact, I mean, there is a grayish cloud over there. Don't know if I can show them. There, up there. It's like a little bit grayish, but overall it's like blue sky, Mr. Blue Sky, and a sunny day. So can't complain. I started learning German thanks to listening to Rammstein. For instance, that's a very good point. And if you want to start learning German, especially German words, I'd say with Rammstein, there's a certain YouTube channel. I think it is called German with Vlog Dave, where you could find over 70 Rammstein related videos, which also feature explanations of German words, related German phrases, expressions. Might be a fitting channel for you in that case. So, you know, I've only heard about the channel, don't know if it's any good, you know. But yeah, I hear that is an excellent channel. Oh, that's good to hear. Okay, well, I might have to check it out actually, Tiffany. Thanks for reminding me to do that. Yeah. So, I learned a song and I have to work more, but that got me speaking whole sentences. See? And that's a great thing, a great accomplishment. So, congratulations on that, Tasha. Because that is not an easy thing to do, necessarily, as I can imagine. You know. I think I'm about to move again to walk further. Favorite food and drink? That's a good question actually. I'd say, well, there are many things that I like. Depends on the time of day as well. You know, it could be a simple thing like an apple. I like apples. Spaghetti bolognese. I like pretty much anything with potatoes. Die Kartoffel. A potato. Or, you know, fries. I also like fries. Might not be the most popular thing to say, or like the most popular reply to that question, but I do like fries. Dishes with fries. I like salads, green salads especially. You know, I'm a, how do you say in English? I'm a puristic person when it comes to the choice of salads. You know, for me a salad is only, a proper salad is a green salad, and that's it. I mean, there are many people that also like different types of salads, and I don't mind them, to be honest, but yeah, when I think of salads, it's green salads. Definitely. So, I like how people are, you know, passing by randomly and taking a look at what I'm doing with my smartphone. I love it. And drinks. Well, on work days I usually just drink water, but fizzy water it is, I think in English. Fizzy water. That's a very German thing, I know, but I like it. Let's see. I also like, when it comes to cocktails, I like a mojito. A mojito cocktail is my favorite cocktail, basically. But I like many more of them as well. Yeah. Tea with ginger in it, for instance, and honey. Not just, you know, great when it comes to health, you know, and getting healthy again. When you are recovering from a cold, for instance, or a flu. But also in general, it's just tasty. So, yeah. Coleslaw. What's coleslaw? What's coleslaw again? I've heard that term, but I forgot what it is actually. I think. Coleslaw. What's coleslaw? Can you please interpret this? Tiefe Wunden muss man graben, wenn man klares Wasser will. That's from the Rammstein song Rosenrot, from the chorus, the first 2 lines. It's actually, I think it's actually tiefe Brunnen muss man graben, you know, you have to dig deep fountains in order to get clear water. And if I'm not mistaken, so, but I will make a video about that song at some point in the future where I'm gonna interpret the whole lyrics in context. But it's pretty much, to me, I feel like it could be something like, in order to really get to the truth, you really have to dig deep. You have to do a lot of, you know, you have a lot of patience to ask the right questions. You know, when you really want to find out the truth of the person and their true nature, something like that, maybe to some degree, I feel. So yeah, you know what? Gonna move on for a few more minutes of the live stream. Mr. Lincoln Jason, hi! And that is nothing to worry about at all, because, you know, it was a spontaneous live stream anyway. Cabbage is cool. Yeah. That is true. Shredded cabbage with mayonnaise. Ah, I see. I don't think it's overly common in Germany. I could be wrong though, because I'm not the biggest fan of mayonnaise, so I wouldn't know. I ordered chicken with a cucumber salad, and it was cabbage slaw. I was unhappy. Okay, oh well. I see. I see. By the way, all you soccer football nerds out there, and fans, of course, BVB, BVB, Borussia Dortmund, Borussia, I think it's it, or Borussia Dortmund, the soccer club, is pretty close to where I live. So Dortmund is also very close town, and there are many fans of that soccer club here where I live. I'm not I don't really watch football. I'm not really that much into it. I don't mind, you know, when there's a World Cup, for instance, I'm also watching, but, you know, not like the general Bundesliga, the German football league, the national one. But just so you know, it's very big over here. It's the national sports in Germany by far, football, aka soccer. So, yeah. I don't know what these are, to be honest. You know, I keep walking by, and every time I'm asking myself, what are those pipes or pipey things doing? And up there, by the way, as I said before, is the Autobahn, a part of the Autobahn, the German highway system. Some people might actually confuse the term Autobahn with a single certain highway running through Germany, but that's wrong. It's actually the name of the highway system in Germany in general, die Autobahn, which translates to the car way, so to speak, the car road, the car highway, speedway, die Autobahn. This is also very beautiful, I think, you know, growing up there, up to the spot, to the top of the wall. Itchy nose. Have you ever tried Persian food? I'm not too sure. I might have, but I don't think so, no. I actually had Indian food before, which is very tasty, you know, anything with curry in it and rice I like, so I'm also a big fan of Chinese food, you know, Asian food, for instance, sushi and stuff like that. So yeah, sorry, my nose. This is die Brücke, singular. Die Brücken, plural. The bridge, by the way, with a German umlaut Ü, die Brücke. It's B-R-Ü-C-K-I, Brücke. And usually it's a great sound underneath one. There's some set of stairs up there. By the way, you might be able to see that there are portraits of people hung up there on the pillars, and those are people, if I'm not mistaken, that actually died in the Second World War. So it's pretty much a spot for, you know, to remember them, which is a nice little detail, I think, like that. There's a nice little seating area, which is cool. And I'm gonna be right back. Good. There are more portraits over there, up there on the pillars. To my right there's like a skating area. There. You can see some cars in the distance there, driving there. It's a really cool area, you know. Many little details across the trail, and that's very, very cool. Just to check out some, you know, get some historic backgrounds on people and that lived here throughout the years and decades. This is actually, this shows you how high the river is, I think. You know, it begins at 3 meters and 30 centimeters down there and goes up to 5 meters and 50 centimeters, which is the 55 mark up there. So, you know, when there's high water, you know how high it is. And, you know, I think last year we actually had a situation where the water was really high, the water level, because of floodings and everything. So that was a bit dangerous. Sometimes that can occur in Germany. A water meter, yeah. You know, lots of trees around me here, you know, lots of green spots. That is something that I love about the region I'm from and where I also live, is that you have so many green spots here, so many parks, so many, you know, bushes on the wayside and everything. It's just, it's very cozy, you know. Gotta be a bit careful with other people walking by or riding by. So don't mind me looking out for obstacles. I'm thinking of going to Germany for my first vacation outside the US. Where would you recommend going, and do you have any big tips? Sorry if you already made a video about this, maybe missed it. No, I actually haven't made a video about this. That's a good question actually. There are so many different cool spots in Germany. It's too hard to pinpoint. I mean, obvious choice would be like the big major cities like Cologne, Berlin, Munich. But especially Munich is quite expensive, so I don't know if that would be a good idea if you don't want to spend too much money, because as I said before, Munich can be quite expensive, especially when it comes to like rental costs and everything. Yeah. By the way, that over there is a Jewish cemetery, an old Jewish cemetery. Which is just like pretty much in the middle of the town, and I definitely like that. You know, they actually try to keep it going, you know, and have it there and not relocate because of what happened, you know, in the Second World War. So just on a side note, yeah, sometimes people, yeah, passing by together, for instance, you know, as pairs, they of course they speak to each other, and they also have something to say here and there, which might be interesting, you know, when you just want to walk by, and you hear that in the stream as well. So yeah, I mean, Berlin is pretty much a cool choice, definitely. I can only recommend the Sauerland region where I live, you know. It's Sauerland. Sauerland. I'm gonna type that in. Can I type that into the chat actually? Can I do that? I don't know. I don't think I have an option to type into the chat actually. Streaming from my smartphone right now, so I'm sorry, but if someone wants to type that in, das Sauerland. Once again, Sauerland. That's a region in West Germany, and where I live, and it's a really, really beautiful one, as you can see. Lots of nature, and also very old houses, like this one, das Fachwerkhaus. This is a very typical house for like the old style house that we have here in my region. Older style houses. So yeah. Whoop. Das Sauerland. Yes, Tasha. That is correct. And Jay Cree and Derek as well, that is correct. However, keep in mind that when you spell German nouns, especially also like including German town names, make sure that you spell them with a capitalized first letter, initial letter, because that's a rule of thumb for all German nouns, especially, you know, own names. So no, I haven't been around the Rammstein area yet. No, I don't think I have, no. Okay guys, I'm about to wrap up the stream because, you know, I've been streaming for an hour now, and but I want to do this again at some point because it's always much fun to, you know, just hang out and have a spontaneous live stream with you guys. As I've said before, I won't be able to work on too many videos in June because of you know, my other obligations that I have, packing things and getting everything ready for my new flat, and yeah, have to do certain things there. My dad will turn 60 next weekend, so we're gonna have a party then, which will also be awesome, I think. And yeah, thanks for tuning in, everyone. Hope to see you next time. And have a great Sunday. A great rest of your Sunday, wherever you are in the globe, whatever you have to do. Or if you can just relax, that is also okay. Sometimes it's okay to just relax, I feel. So anyway, thanks for everything. Thanks for your continued support. And once again, thanks for 50,000 subscribers, everyone. I uploaded a video the other day about that topic. And I also had like a 50,000 subscriber celebration live stream, I think 2 weeks ago, which was also much fun. And thanks for everything, guys. Thanks for your support. And it truly makes a difference and means a lot. I'm not just saying that, it really is that way. It really is like that. So, thank you. And goodbye. See you next time. I'm your Vlog Dave. Tschüss und bis zum nächsten Mal. Bye bye.